are Kak Sekar Khairunnisa from Cabinet 1, and then Mutiara Anindya from Cabinet 2, and the last from Cabinet 4 is Azizah Bilqis. So before we start our podcast today, I want to inform for all of you guys that our podcast will be run for 10 minutes for every person. So every cabinet only has 10 minutes to discuss and give their answer and opinions. So as not to waste the time, let's start. Because Kak Sekar belum datang, so we start from Cabinet 2. Hai Mutiara Anindya, are you ready?
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good too, thank you. Well, let's start with the question number one, okay?
Okay,
Okay. If we talk about leadership, according to your personal, can you explain what is leader?
personally for me, leader is someone who can lead or commands a group, organization, or something about that.
So person can what? Sorry, I can't hear you clearly.
Personally for me, leader is someone who can lead and commands their member to get their intention.
Well, okay, leader can okay can lead the people in organization.
Yes,
That's the meaning of leader in your personality. Okay, and then for you, how do you show to other people that we have a leadership spirit? Like, uh,
it's kind of hard actually to show people that we have a leadership talent, but being active in organization, I think, is enough to show people that we have leadership talent.
being attractive. Okay, being active in an organization. Okay, being active. Okay. Hmm. So, and what do you think about how can an introvert person in organization? So far, kan people always think that introvert person is an quiet gitu. So, what do you think if an introvert person join an organization?
Basically, introvert is someone who lack of communication skill, but
Yes.
uh, he can gimana ya? But I think he must be need a person who help him or to help them, right? Okay. Uh, Sorry, can I use bahasa?
Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Jadi kalau misalnya orang introvert kan basically lack of communication skill, so they need a person help. Kalau misalnya ya introvert jadi ketua kan ada wakil ketua, jadi ya wakil ketua bisa bantu uh, ketuanya gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya ketua sama wakil ketua tuh gimana ya, nggak harus opposite gitu sih, cuman wakilnya seenggaknya bisa bantu dikit gitu. Gimana ya, gitu deh.
So, an introvert needs someone else for help him to
Ya.
grow gitu. Well, okay. Well, next, for you nih, what character and traits does the leader must have gitu? What character kira-kira?
The most important word pasti communication. Karena kalau misalnya nggak ada komunikasi yang, kalau misalnya dia nggak bisa komunikasi yang bagus, pasti kelompoknya kayak gimana ya, nggak tertata gitu.
Yes, so
Terus
the leader must have the good communication with the other, okay?
Yeah, leader must have communication skill. Then listening. Uh,
Listening.
maksudnya
What
listening tuh,
else?
sorry,
What else for the leader must have?
listening.
Listening.
I mean,
Oh, listening.
listening
Like
to,
when you are in a discussion, the leader
yeah,
must taking
sort
the
of that.
discussion is okay. 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 Yes, I got your point.
And then integrity, I guess,
Yes, and
like
then
the right thing when no one knows, when no one's watching. I mean, mm,
sorry, sorry. What?
integrity, integrity.
Oh, well, integrity is so the people quality, right?
Yes, sort of that.
Well, okay, okay. And then um, if we talk about discussion nih, in organization, how to reconcile to different opinions in a discussion or maybe a discussion or making session gitu.
There's a thing called voting. So yeah, we can use voting
Use
to
voting,
choose
but
different opinions.
how about the I mean like in a discussion maybe bakal menghasilkan beberapa pendapat yang mungkin tuh berbeda-beda dan mungkin banyak. So how can we reconcile the two different opinions gitu? And maybe we can kayak gak bisa untuk pakai voting gitu loh.
Hmm, lihat kondisinya dulu gimana. Kayak
Okay,
ya gitu deh. Nggak tahu.
it's okay. Just relax. Next nih Mutia, for you, do you need sufficient experience to manage an organization? Like, apa kita tuh perlu pengalaman gak sih untuk mengelola sebuah organisasi? Like, before you join an organization, maybe in, for example, in junior high school tuh kayak belum pernah join organisasi kan? Lalu in senior high school tuh kayak pengen mencoba like new experience gitu. For you,
Uh,
apakah perlu gitu pengalaman yang memadai?
mm, personally for me sih, uh, sebenarnya pengalaman tuh antara penting nggak penting sih. Kayak ya it can be useful, but when we have niat and skill, we don't need uh, pengalaman gitu ya nggak sih?
Yes,
Maksudnya bukan
yes.
gitu deh.
And also based on their niat gitu ya tadi katanya.
Iya, kalau misalnya udah niat pasti semuanya bisa sih.
Yeah, yeah, I'm agree with you. I got your point. So well, thank you Mutia for your nice answer. Thank you very much. I'm really surprised with your English. Your English is so good.
Thank you.
Do you
You're
use
good too, actually.
oh my god? Do you use a British accent?
Sorry,
Do you use a British accent or maybe what accent that you use?
I actually don't use any accent. I just talk what I want to talk.
Well, okay. Thank you very much, Mutia. So
Okay,
nice.
thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Sure, nice to meet you too.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have we have Azizah Bilqis from Cabinet 4. Are you there, Azizah Bilqis?
Yes, hello. Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, how do you feel,
Yeah,
Azizah?
I'm good actually. Thank you.
Okay,
How about you?
I'm good too, thank you. So here,
Okay.
we can discuss and share our opinions and perspective about leadership and organization. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Um, According to your personally, how to regulate the academic proportion with the organization? Gimana kamu bisa memposisikan organisasi dan juga pendidikan? Dan bagaimana kamu memprioritaskan mereka? Like what? Can you give
Okay,
your
to regulate
opinions and answer
the
to me? Okay.
okay, okay, the regulate the academic proportion with organization. For me, it's really important to set the priorities, right? I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
we must know exactly which is more important and which can be response. Because this really risks, and we have to do the best to both of this. So make sure we use the best of our time, always try to maximize any activities in between, and don't let your time be wasted on activities or something that shouldn't be. So we can make something like daily plan or daily schedule. It could be wallpaper, it could be lock screen, or it could be alarm, something like that. Intinya self reminder. And of
For mine
course,
is yeah.
all of this must be done with totality and discipline gitu sih menurut aku. Gimana?
So what is good kan? Mereka tuh punya beneficial yang baik juga untuk kedepannya kan dalam jangka panjang pendidikan dan juga organisasi. Jadi tergantung dari kita
Iya,
dalam menyikapi hal itu dalam membuat skala prioritasnya, oke? Okay? Like
iya,
that.
betul.
Well, I want to ask about you. Like when I asked to Mutia, um, according to your personally, what is leader?
For me, leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. That's all.
Singkat, padat, dan jelas ya.
Yeah.
So good, okay. And then for you nih, kira-kira what characters and traits that the leader must have?
The basic character that a leader must have is the ability to influence, to move the other, to make the decisions, right? Kayak itu udah dasar banget gitu buat seorang leader. But in my opinion, a truly good leader itu must be not selfish. Terus care the other member, always be active,
Yes.
easy to communicate with, and yeah, always be patient. Gitu.
Okay. And the first is the leader tuh must able to hear other people opinions gak sih?
Oh, jelas dong.
Yes. Also nih, I know your answer with Mutiara is pasti kayak beda-beda kan ya. So I want to listen your opinions and perspective about this one. So do you need
Okay.
Sofian's experience to manage an organization? Perlu pengalaman yang memadai gak sih dalam mengelola organisasi itu?
I think that experience is necessary, but it does not rule out the possibility for people who are new to manage the organization. For who already have, they can develop the experience, and who don't have, bisa dirangkul so they can get the experience too. Everyone has the right to try new things so they can get the experience. If you think that only experienced person who can manage the organization, so where are those who are inexperienced get the experience from, right? jatuhnya malah mendiskriminate anak baru dan nggak logis gitu. So the point itu
Okay, okay.
perlu nggak perlu sih tetap.
Perlu gak perlu, tapi the important things is to dare to take something new gitu ya, berani mengambil sesuatu, dan pengalaman yang lalu tuh gak terlalu penting, maksudnya gak terlalu
Ya.
dipermasalahkan ya.
Iya,
Well, okay.
dari kotor.
Okay, okay, okay. And then how to reconcile two different opinions in a discussion, in a discussion gitu. How can kamu ngambil sebuah keputusan dalam sebuah diskusi yang dimana tuh keduanya tuh memiliki hasil yang baik untuk kedepannya gitu. Tapi gimana sih kamu memutuskannya gitu?
Yeah. Actually, everyone has their own way,
Yes.
right? But for me, it's better to let all the member express and show their opinion first. Baru setelah itu, after that, we can get all the opinion mix and match, dan hasilnya itu baru bisa dimusyawarahkan. Tapi di garis bawahi, all the opinion is must be accompanied by a strong responsibilities. And if your opinion is not is if the other opinion more good or more valuable or more approved, we obligate to follow it. So it is easier to get agreement in group discussion gitu sih.
Okay, that's what organizations should do, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay. And the last question nih, like same as the question when I asked to Mutiara about introvert person.
Okay. I think society has framed the introversion as a weakness. And but actually an introvert have just as much as many unique and many valuable qualities that can very helpful to leading a team as an extrovert. It is equal. Jadi, yeah, I mean, don't let your introversion be your insecurities. Just do your best, and it really could be a competitive advantage.
Wow,
However,
that's a nice
don't waste
quote.
your time. Just do your best to improve. Yeah. However, don't waste your time. Do your best to improve your weakness and make sure you understand what your strengths really are gitu sih.
Wow, so good. I like your answer. Like a good quote, you know. Um,
It's from Bill Gates if you know.
oh, from Bill Gates. Okay, okay, okay. So good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's enough. Thank you very much, Azizah, for coming here and give your opinions. Really nice answer.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you so much too for hold an amazing event.
that. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Okay.
Yeah.
For the last cabinet from cabinet one, Kak Sekar Khairunnisa, are you there, Kak?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
How are you, Kak, today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm great. Actually, earlier this morning, I was really worried because I was not able to join the meet.
It's okay, Kak. It's okay. Well, are you ready, Kak?
I'm so sorry about that. Oh, yes, I'm definitely ready.
Well, okay. Um, I will start with the first question for you.
Yes, sure.
If we talk about experience, nih, Kak, what if for those who have
Mm-hmm.
no experience when they're managing an organization, what should be taken to it insight?
For me, in my own opinion or in my own perspective, experience may matter or it may affect a certain person's like in the field of job that are like gonna be working on the organization. But amidst that, I feel like the most important thing is not really experience, because experience can be defeated for those who have bravery. You know, most people who have like experience, they have like way much more experience, are like defeated for those who have bravery. Because when you're brave, you like, there, if there is some task or some like something that you're assigned to do, and you
Yeah,
haven't experienced it, but you're brave, you're like, oh, I'm willing to take it, I'm willing to try, or I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, aku bakal ambil ini, nggak apa-apa, aku berani gitu.
oh
Nah,
berarti
kalau misalnya
depending on the
experience,
intention ya Kak, tergantung niat dan
yes,
juga
intention,
kesungguhan. Oh, oke. Okay.
yes, your intention, your everything, just like and then also what do you call this, semangat gitu. Itu bakal
Semangat,
sih
iya
kalau
ya.
menurut aku. Ya, daripada kayak mungkin mungkin yang lebih experience gitu, it's gonna be like way much more, if it's much more like bakal kayak lebih menang sih menurutku, yang misalnya berani, semangat, dan mereka kayak ingin banget untuk mencoba gitu.
Iya Kak, I'm agree with you. Oke, okay. That's the point.
Thank- Oke, oke.
Oke, okay. Berarti make a good and maybe harus berani ya Kak dalam mengambil sesuatu, kayak langsung aja lah, ambil aja, yang penting dapat pengalaman juga gitu.
Yeah, that's the point. Because if you're not brave, how will you gain experience gitu kan?
Yeah, that's right. Well, um, okay. For you nih Kak,
Yes, gimana?
uh, Kak, for you,
Um, yes, yes.
what should and leader sorry what should leaders do when someone in their organization is doesn't respect each other gitu?
Mm, for me, respect is actually one of the most important thing in an organization. Like, you respect people, you be like friendly with people. You're like able to like make a great teamwork together with you. But
Yes.
for what will I do is that first, of course, consolidate them, like ask them, like teach them, or like lead them. If like for example my position is like just a like another a member of the organization, so I will just like tell simply just by, hey, you should be more respectful, you should not do this, you should not do that. It's not because that it's not because we are in OSIS or we're in a student committee,
Mm,
but because
yes.
you are part of it and you have to make good influence to people. And in that way you will be able to like do your job well, and then people around you will also be um like will be able to ngerangkul you. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
merangkul.
that, or
Okay.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get
make
your point.
biar kayak nggak ada yang misalnya ya, kalau kita kerja kalau kita misalnya di ada job desk nih untuk kerja sama bareng mereka, itu kayak kita nggak apa ya, nggak nyimpen dendam atau gimana gitu. So it's better if like um first console them, tell them that it's not right to do this like in that way, or it's not right to not be respectful. And if you're a
Yes.
leader, of course, you're not supposed to expose that character that he is not so, respectful. So what you have to do is just console him on private or her on private, and tell that it's not right, because the whatever, if your trait is like gonna continue being that way, people around you are
Yes.
gonna feel like disrespected, or especially like when he or she might cause also a problem, or he like in the organization as well, mungkin nanti kayak gara-gara a certain orang yang kayak mungkin udah kayak ngerasa gak suka gitu kan, jadi kayak
Iya, iya.
mungkin terhalangi gitu. Simple things, just consult, try to do everything it takes to move his heart first, and then if it's not possible, then you give him a choice, what do you want to do gitu, because the people around you are affected by your attitude gitu.
Well, okay.
And
The most important thing
yeah,
maybe in organization tuh must care for each other gitu ya Kak. Dari ketua
Iya,
sampai semua harus saling respect.
iya
Oke.
saling menghormati.
Oke, ini Kak, next nih. How do you show to other people that you have a leadership spirit gitu? Gimana sih mau nunjukin ke orang-orang kalau kita tuh punya semangat kepemimpinan gitu?
For me simple, nularin aja semangatmu gitu. Kayak
Nularin.
I mean, being a leader doesn't always mean being dominant or being apa ya, being the role model or being the like the person who leads the group or who moves the group or who develops the group. It is like it is the role, but it is like at the same time it is also the leader's role. It's like the main leader's role. It's like kayak nularin semangat gitu, membangkitkan motivasi gitu, biar kayak kita tuh sama-sama sampai satu tujuan dengan baik gitu. Soalnya awalnya kalau misalnya kita nggak termotivasi dulu atau kita nggak ada punya semangat, we will not be able to reach, we will not be able to encounter the obstacles or like along the way we'll never know what's gonna happen. So the one that
Iya.
keeps us together is like the spirit, the motivation, and everything. And I believe also it's also the apa ya, the members job or the role, tapi the one who plays the main role here in kayak membangkitkan, membentuk dan nyemangati anggota itu, I feel like that's the leader because it may seem
Wah,
simple that it's like it's a vital role gitu.
ya, so spirit is the same as a smile gitu gak sih Kak? Kayak kalau ada satu orang
Iya,
semangat tuh ikut semangat, kalau ada yang senyum ikut senyum juga
iya,
gitu.
iya itu nular banget gitu.
Iya,
Jadi makanya
benar-benar.
kalau but I'm pretty sure everyone has a leadership, like a different way of expressing leadership. But for me, that's the way how you lead the team, how you kayak gimana kita cara yang ngerangkul anggota yang lain gitu. And also be wise gitu, be wise in what you do. Kayak kita we have to think properly on what next step we're gonna be taking. So that's why first you have to influence other people, and second you have to be wise with your decisions and the steps that you're taking.
Oke. So nice Kak. Jawabannya, oh my
Thank
god.
you so much.
Oke Kak, next question. Um, Kak Sekar, how to regulate the academic proportion with the organization? Gimana kakak memposisikan antara akademik dan juga organisasi?
I see, I see. You know, between two things, there's always time as the enemy. Waktu. So
Yes.
whenever we spend like more on the other, it will make the other like we have to sacrifice the other or the like. Pokoknya we have to really find a way that in the time will be balanced out between organization and school. And it's not easy because as we know that we have to first that we need to get to know ourselves gitu. Gimana sih menurut kita caranya kita itu bisa ngimbangin antara gimana sekolah biar kayak kita nilainya kita bisa belajar dan dapat nilai baik, dan kalau di organisasi kita bisa memberikan juga yang terbaik gitu. So like between these two, there is always time, right? Whether we spend on more on the other one, or we spend more on the other one gitu. So for me, first apa itu namanya? First way is that get to know yourself. Gimana sih menurut
Get
kalian
to
tuh
know
nyamannya
yourself.
gimana? Iya, nyamannya gimana gitu. Kalau misalnya apa itu namanya? Because when you get to know yourself, you will find a certain way gitu untuk cara biar ngimbangin dua-duanya gitu. Nah, habis itu baru kita nih we discover like ways mungkin kayak kita bikin pattern nih organization. Kita kemarin hari Senin udah rapat gitu ya. Nah, apa
Ya.
itu kalau bisa rapatnya sampai sore, berarti malamnya itu kita usahakan kayak ngerjain PR atau yang lain gitu. Pokoknya jangan apa itu namanya, nggak boleh sampai larut malam. Kalau larut malam sekali nggak apa-apa ya, tapi kalau overly itu it's not really good for your health. So I don't really recommend it. and then after that the next day mungkin kalau nggak ada rapat atau mungkin lagi sela itu baru kita kejar tuh pelajaran gitu, or like if there is always apa itu, or you can always make time in between gitu. But for me, kalau aku sih selama ini my tip is that yaitu pattern, there is always a pattern. Kalau misalnya tadi udah fokus organisasi, kalau udah selesai atau mungkin udah banyak yang diselesain, kita stop dulu sejenak dan kita belajar gitu, kejar misalnya ada tugas apa aja gitu. Make sure that
Jadi
you should
keduanya
not.
seimbang ya Kak, antara organisasi dan juga
Mm,
pendidikan.
yes, make sure to not waste any of your time gitu.
Oke, nice.
Hmm. Well, this was also part of experience, but also like being able, like one of the biggest challenge in me gitu, like being part of an organization, it's always defeating time gitu, but trust me it's kind of hard because you still have to adapt gitu kan, apalagi kayak misalnya you're not able to manage your time well, or like you're still not good at it like me.
Yes, ya.
Sometimes I'm good, sometimes oh I don't know what's going on, but anyways, just like when there's a responsibility given to you, just do it.
Okay. So Kak Sekar, for you how to manage
Mm-hmm.
time gitu? Maksudnya kakak tuh bikin skala priority atau gimana?
Yeah, itu skala priority gitu. This priority scale itu, I feel like everyone does this, but also me, I do it because I feel like that's the most apa ya, yang
Important
paling
ya.
yeah, and also it has like the effect on you directly, kayak langsung bisa ngerasain gitu, kayak tersusun rapi gitu.
Iya.
Like for which one is the most priority and which one is like we can do it later gitu.
Oke, oke, oke.
Yes, that's my answer.
Oke Kak. Um, if we talk about introvert person nih,
Mm-hmm.
people always think that introvert person tuh quiet gitu, diam-diaman gitu.
Mm-hmm.
Nah itu gimana
Mm-mm.
tuh Kak, kalau seandainya mereka tuh join an organization dan ada di lingkungan kakak, menurut kakak gimana?
I've heard like Bilqis' opinion about it, and I highly agree with that. I mean, society framed introvert as a quiet person, anti-society, or like someone yang kayak apa ya namanya, lebih cenderung, ya mungkin lebih cenderung kayak lebih cenderung sendiri ya, atau mungkin lebih suka sendiri, atau mungkin di tempat yang diam gitu. But I feel like that has uh no effect on being part of an organization gitu. Soalnya when he or she is an organization, especially when or he or that person is an introverted person, she will learn how to adapt gitu loh. Jadi dia bakal kayak adaptasi dengan lingkungannya gitu. She will not be like quiet, or she's just part of an organization as a picture, kayak cuman untuk modelan aja or untuk cadangan aja. Itu I feel like no, because introvert is like one of the uniqueness in this society, where there
Yes,
is like
dia unik.
introverted person, there's extroverted person, or I think there is another type, but I forgot what is it. But so for me, introverted person, I'm sorry, can also be part of an organization. They can play part there and do their job. They can influence other people. I mean, it's just a character. That's nothing about it. Won't really affect on what you do gitu. Different to when people are like passive gitu. They're not. I think you what do you call that? Sometimes introverted seems like passive. It means that you don't want to talk or you don't want to, but it's actually like not really like that's not the concept gitu. So it has nothing to do with like not doing well in an organization.
Wah, oke, oke. Nice answer Kak. I'm amazing.
Thank you
Your
so much.
English so good.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, kalau bahasa Indonesia bisa, cuman takut apa ya namanya, belibet gitu.
Okay, thank you very much Kak for your best answer.
Thank you as well, Ivana. I really had a great time.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys, I think it's enough for our podcast today. So, the conclusion for our podcast today is most important is there to take something for the experience and everything. So, finally, we are at the end of the agenda. Thank you very much for your coming here. I would like to say sorry if there is lateness and mistake and maybe there are some grammatically error because the wrong utterance is caused by limitation and my ability in directs from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So before we um, let's say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin.
Thank you very much, guys, for coming here. Thank you. I'm sorry if I have many mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, everyone.